I've been talking about all the stuff you wanted to hear for years. Now I'm gonna talk about what you don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that good shit. Where my niggas at? Take care of their kids. Learn their lesson from their first bid. Who getting money? Who ain't no motherfucking dummy? Who ain't gon' let these white folks leave them bumming? They like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That's fuckboy shit. That's fuckboy shit. All my niggas getting money. Who you with? All my niggas with them choppers try to hit. It's been a long time since a nigga been locked up, and I ain't going back. I put that on my dick and nuts. Don't get it twisted. I'm always gonna be ratchet. I always got my whistle. I'm never out. What up? It's me, Prez. And of course, if you're watching this show, you done stumbled upon a Real Ninjas podcast where we talk about interesting topics, critique underground music, and speak on that fuck shit. Okay, so normally when you see just me in the camera, right here in this camera, I'm gonna flip to Uncanny camera, he gonna say what's up. But Uncanny ain't here today, all right? And he ain't getting held up by his baby. No, he is getting held up by his baby mama again, okay? Because he having a baby. But let me introduce, you know, like I said, I always keep being motherfucking Uncanny affiliate, family member, something in the light skin. I'll save that for later. I keep your light skin in my pocket, and here he is. This is Habilius Ricardo. What up, brother?
Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? Hey, stay warm. Snow's coming down.
It's coming down. It's coming down. So, again, Kenny not here. He out having babies and shit. You know what I mean? So. Congratulations, they over there, Carrie Joe Becky, about to have a little boy, or shit, I hope it surprised you with a little Becky. That rhymed. That rhymed. So, Habilius Ricardo, man, before we get going, I'd like to say thanks for stopping in,
hey, thanks for
filling in, whatever you want to call it, okay?
Hey, do what I can.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. So, you got a podcast. So tell us something about Habilius. Tell us something.
Big up to Intentional Dangerfield, man. That's the podcast that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? My man C3. Shout out to Todd G, Cannon on Beats, Miss Jenny in the front office, everybody upstairs, my man Jeter, security. You know, we doing our thing over there. You know, podcasting, broadcasting, highlighting what's going on in the city. Big up into you guys.
Yes,
Chit Chat and Wine, everybody doing their thing.
What up, Chit Chat?
Creators.
Creators, I like that.
We want to say that we want to highlight everything that's going on good in the city. You know.
Okay.
Big up in everything.
Because Springfield is very talented. We got a lot of people in here trying to do stuff. It's just hard to get up out of here if you don't know what you're looking for. You know what I mean? It ain't hard to get up out of here at all.
But you don't have to get up out of here.
That's what I'm saying.
You just got to organize, you know.
I just saying get up out. You know what I mean by get up out of here.
I do know what you mean. I do know what you mean. But, you know, just organize and build. You know, it's a lot of energy, but it's separate. It has to be together.
We do got to get together.
Yeah, you know, and that's what we want to do. We want to highlight people doing great things in the city, you know, and just broadcast that. Spread the energy.
All day. So how long you been doing your podcast for?
I haven't been on it for 3 years, but Intentional Dangerfield has been going on for 3 seasons.
Okay.
This is season 3.
Okay.
You know, and what we've been doing is
how do you determine your seasons? My bad. I mean, this is why I need a candy for, because I ask random questions. You know what I mean? You answer the question, but
you know, we have a set amount of guests that we want to have.
Okay.
And you know, not to put any pressure on ourselves, we create it the way we want to create it.
Yes, sir.
You know, so nothing is set. You know, so we don't, like I said, we don't put any pressure on ourselves, but we we have a set amount of guests that we target and we want to get, and have the conversations. Not really interview, but have conversations.
Yeah, it's not an interview, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Okay, the first, I'm not okay. See, I miss okay. So Billy
You miss some.
is the first person to bring me anything, you know what I mean? So brought us this poster. It's going up here, gonna be up here every time we turn the boy on because shit, that's what we do. We promote us. You know what I mean? So boom, throw that
That's
out.
what we all about, man.
I'll straighten it out later, but it's gonna be hanging up right in there. Alright.
I appreciate that,
No
man.
problem. Thank you.
I appreciate
so, he done came strapped. We got bracelets. Hold on. Man. Oh, my knuckles swollen. I've been fighting all week though. You know what I mean?
Hey, we appreciate that too.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Like I
sir.
said, you know, we wanna highlight what people are doing.
Intentional Dangerfield. Man, I'm about to copy. Yeah, well, I'm about to copy this man. Yeah, I mean,
It's
well,
not copying.
I'm on.
And that's one of the main things. I don't want anybody to feel like it's copying. You know, we put it out there. We put energy out in the world for people to, you know,
Magnets.
take
Motherfucker got magnets.
things.
We got magnets. Come on, man. Stop playing. Okay, let me get away from my computer. I messed up a whole bunch of computers in grade school because I thought it was pretty colors coming out the magnet when you put it on the computer screen. I think I called them. I think I shut down the whole Jefferson computer lab for the rest of the year with a magnet.
You can do some damage
Do
with a
some
magnet.
damage with a magnet. Okay.
You could erase a tape. And your mixtape messed up.
I saw a little clip of your podcast, and they do a whole different thing. They do editing. They edited it. They got we don't do all that. This like straight through. I push a button. I'm just pushing buttons, and then we record and give it to you. I appreciate it. And y'all gotta appreciate the hard work that somebody does into doing that. You know, to give you a good product. It's better than this product. I'm just saying.
Hey, big up
But
Ty
it's two
G.
different types of products.
Big up Ty G, big up Cannon, big up C3. You know what I'm saying? But most definitely it has
I'm
nothing.
jealous. I gotta get on location.
Well, no, you doing your thing. You doing more than somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You doing more than somebody else. Somebody's looking at you, and they want to branch off of that. So you have to do what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
And you have to continue to build. And what you do, you fight, correct?
Yes, sir.
So
Professionally?
you have to exactly. So you built to that point. So somebody else is looking at you, and their fighting career is your podcast, and your fighting career is my podcast. Just to say that, you know. So put that in that perspective and just build. You know, continue, go out there, grind every day, and continue to do your thing, stay in your lane. Everybody. You know, that's what it's really all about.
Yes, sir.
You know, I see Whitey Bolden, clothing line, fashion show coming up. I got some things written down that I want to touch on. And I know I'm not going to touch on all of them. But
it's going to be fun getting to them.
You know what? That's exactly what it is.
Before we get too deep into something, let me say rest in peace, Daggy. You know what I mean? He passed. I don't know what happened. He got shot or something. Over the weekend, J-Boy had not a couple events. He had 3 of them. Raising money for family to bury him. He did like 3 parties, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It went from 10 to 5 a.m. I appreciate everybody coming out showing my cousin some love because it was jukier from 10 to 5 the whole time. I had to kick people out. You know what I mean? And it was just a beautiful thing to see everybody coming in, showing some support. They paid to get in and they gave a donation. It was a couple fights. I had to break up a couple of them. I got cut up on one of them, you know what I mean? And, you know how many motherfuckers try to bring a pistol in the club? Man, I had to stop 3 pistols just to come in the club. Like, 3 pistols. I'm like, bruh, that's a whole pistol in your pocket right there. Just take it to the car, come on back, man, shoot. And every bitch in the club got a switchblade. Why? Like, dang, I understand. Just me personally, I ain't never been into it with somebody or Like, if I was into it with a motherfucker that I had to bring a pistol to the club, I'm not going to the club. I'm sorry.
That's the point.
Man, what's the point? You know what I mean? Shoot,
we going to kick it and shoot if we have to.
you know what I mean? Shoot,
I kick it at the crib. I ain't got to shoot it all.
Man, yeah, you know what I mean? Shoot, I'll talk to y'all later.
Choices.
Man.
Choices.
3 pistols. Switchblade.
It's not a party unless you got 3 pistols.
It ain't a party unless 3 pistols.
If you ain't stopped 3 pistols, it ain't a party, man. That's wild.
Don't worry,
Switchblade.
The top flight was on it. I was on it, man. Shoot, I made sure everybody was safe.
Yeah, that's what's up. Hey, shout out to Prez on the security, man.
Thank you.
Top flight for real.
I ain't get to fight nobody, but shoot.
Hey.
I like when people want to fight security. Nobody come to the club to fight security, so that's why I'm always happy to do security, because nobody really want to fight the security.
They see the intro.
You know what I'm saying?
They see the intro, man.
That too.
They ain't had to see the fight, they see the intro.
True.
So what you think about McGregor and Cowboy?
Oh my goodness. See, what's crazy was, I was going for Cowboy, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because we don't like McGregor.
No, I don't like McGregor, but I fuck with McGregor. Like, okay, so me personally, I'm a real just a person who, like, even if I don't like you, okay, I'm gonna go. I see this. I know what you can do. I think you can beat that person, and so that's why I'm gonna give you your props when props do. I fuck with McGregor. I don't really. I kind of fuck with McGregor, but Cowboy was the deal, you know what I mean?
Well, McGregor gave Cowboy, he didn't disrespect Cowboy.
Huh? No, he didn't disrespect, McGregor ain't never disrespect anybody, though.
No, that's not true.
No, not after they fight.
No, he talked that shit.
He talked that shit before the fight, but after the fight, during the fight, is a respectable
He's a cowboy. He didn't disrespect the Cowboy the same way he did Mayweather.
No, not at all.
He disrespected
you know what I mean? But you gotta disrespect Floyd, though.
Oh, not the way he did.
Not the way he did, but
he didn't disrespect Cowboy at all.
When you like, not to go racist, but it's
there it is. I didn't say it. You did. I didn't say it. You did.
When you let white people talk,
okay,
they say what they really mean.
All right. So he didn't go racist. He just kept it real.
No, he just kept it real.
Okay, that's understood.
But
that's understood.
It's still a fine line, you know what I mean? Sure, I didn't make the line. But the thing is, like, I like to see a rematch, for real talk, because for real, listen, this is why. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna say, Prince, you know what?
Hey. You whip my behind, and my grandma get in the ring and kiss you.
It's over with.
Hey. She kissed him longer than she kissed her grandson.
This is true.
She was starstruck. Hey, you lost twice that night.
You lost
twice that night.
But listen, this is why I say they should do a rematch, because now
set it up.
Kind of, see, I don't just fight. I really feel like I'm a scientist to this. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to know science.
Exactly. It's all about
the knowledge. You got to know the ledge.
So Conor McGregor came out and he did something so orthodox that caught Cowboy off guard. So those aren't likely conditions to happen again. They locked up, and that shoulder thing ain't nothing new. You know what I mean? Bones Jones do it all the time. He do it all the time. You know what I mean? But Conor McGregor just happened to get him with it. Oh, they got him? Boom, hit you with a nose with it? Oh shit, I'm gonna hit you again with it. It was really fucking him up, because it like.
Yeah.
To have something push up to your nose, I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? To have something push your nose up like that.
I had a 2-year-old. We be watching TV, he's sitting on my lap, and that head just right back. I'm just like, man.
Fuck you up.
Man, this is Toy Story. What the boy?
It'll fuck you up.
When a grown man shouldered 3 times intentionally.
Shouldered him, right? Boom. So now it was intentional. He did his thing. You know what I mean? That was fucking genius.
It was the point.
That was like Masvidal's knee that he threw coming out against my boy. What's his name? That flying knee heard around the world. You know what I'm talking about? Like, that ain't gonna happen twice. They should do a rematch. You know what I mean? Not for real.
So he just caught him. It wasn't.
You caught him. That's what it is. You caught him right out the gate. Now, if it was like 2-3 minutes in, and then it just happened, I say fuck
So
you know what I mean?
so basically, you just wanted to see more fight.
I wanted to see, I wanted to see who was the better fighter. We didn't get
to see more fight.
Yeah, we saw who was the smarter fighter in both of them fights.
Yeah.
We saw who was the smarter fighter.
I want to see some training.
There you go.
But that's all like you said, the science of it.
The science, you know what I mean?
The science of it. I want to see how you trained for this long. You got caught and the fight's over.
Boom.
No doubt.
Good. I know I was thinking the exact same thing Cowboy was thinking. So he hit him with that shoulder, right? And then normally they don't throw it again. You know what I mean?
It was like a Tyson.
There you go. You know what I mean? Boom. Oh, he ain't gonna throw that a third time. Let me get my shit. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? That's what happened that fucked it all up, you know what I mean? So now, he fucked up now, you know what I mean? Shit.
Was he that day? He said he 3 times in a row?
Yeah, it was 4.
I didn't see the fight personally.
It was 4. I was watching that motherfucker. That shit was over quickly, and it was unsatisfying. So that's why I say, I don't want to see the rematch.
So it was unsatisfying? Is a Tyson fight satisfying when he knocks somebody out in 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Because of the way he does it?
But you know he about to do that now.
Even though dude trained for 9 months.
But you know Tyson, that's what Tyson
comes. It's boom, boom,
bang,
bing,
boom.
done. It's the lion.
Man, you was waiting
or the boa ate the rat.
See, that ain't no fluke shit though. I'm throwing punches and I hit you. You know what I mean? So
or I nipped you.
Yeah, or I nipped you, whatever. You know what I mean? There you go. But I run across the ring, jump into your face, and you, oh shit, man, I done fucking ducked into a fucking knee, you know what I mean? Shit. I was going for the takedown.
I ducked into a knee.
The ducked into a knee, shit. And
one of them Carl Malone's.
So that was very upsetting, you know what I mean? But all that did was say Conor McGregor back because he was on a little loser streak. You know what I mean? I'm not losing streak. He lost one.
Yeah, he's been on a rough ride.
You know what I mean? So he gotta.
He's been winning off the buses.
Number one, he in the wrong weight class because
he come up.
No, he need to go back down because 170. I mean, Cowboy fought at 145, 155 also. You know what I mean? So that's a little 170. Cowboy coming out here just in shape. I fight. Let's do it. You know what I mean? But when you go against, when you go against the champ, I forgot his name. He's not even a good striker to me, but he'll grab McGregor and slam him on his head. He'll definitely, I feel like he's strong enough to take a McGregor punch to get his punches in. You know what I mean? So, what the fuck is his name? The welterweight champion UFC.
Hit y'all.
Let's say something.
What the comments at? Where y'all at, everybody?
Usman, that's his name. And then it's a whole bunch of killers. 170 is the toughest fight.
Why is that?
Class.
Why is that?
I mean
this isn't like me. Like I said, I don't really watch. Why is that?
The reason why welterweight, my weight class, that's where I'm in.
Okay, so you're sort of expert on this.
Yes,
I'm sure y'all know everybody out there, but what you got?
I wanted the toughest weight class. That's 170. You know what I mean?
One of the toughest.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest. I feel it's the toughest. Even it ain't heavyweight's not the toughest because real talk, if you're a big guy and you can swing a punch, you hit somebody with it, no matter how big you is, how small you is, it still takes the same amount of pressure to knock somebody out. You can hit harder, you know what I mean, but it still takes the same amount of pressure. Just now you stronger, you can punch through stuff, hit stuff harder. Lucky swings always happen in the heavyweight division, you know. So somebody with some skill, that's why they run the division, you know what I mean? Anybody come in there with some skill, which is not really many. Like not too many people hold that title down too often, like more than 3 or 4. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong or right. You know, I'm not sure who got the longest heavyweight title belt, but I know it's not more than 3 or 4. It shouldn't be more than 3 or 4. So then you drop down to light heavy, which is full of demons, but you still catching fat boys that should be a heavyweight coming to 205, you know, they slow. Sometimes they're slower. A lot of people in 205 are really just big boys, you know what I mean? She might be 5'8", let's go. Bobby Briggs, he a heavyweight. He's 5'10". Okay. At any point, he might be 300 pounds. He a freak of nature. He is actually one of the best fighters in the world to me.
Right.
You know, shout out Bobby Briggs.
Double B.
Springfield Graves. He's one of the best fighters in the world.
Big ups.
But he just a freak of nature. That's the size you get. You know, he actually, if he can ever get down to 205, he'll never get down to 205. He's just too big. That's his like natural size. You know, that's actually his natural size. But when you get there, you might get somebody who's 220. They get in shape. They just drop it down. They don't got the heavyweight power, but they got the heavyweight power, but they still got the heavyweight speed. They ain't fast like that. They ain't got the reactions like that. A lot of heavyweights don't got the defense, and some of them should be. So light heavy should be heavyweights don't got defense sometimes. That's why Bones Jones is running the ain't nobody close to him.
He's right there in that area.
Yeah,
that gray area that you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he's running that.
Oh, he's running that. You know what I mean?
He's running the game.
If he went up to heavyweight, I say just off his skill alone, he will win. He will dominate the heavyweights. Like dominate
speed or strength.
Number one, he ain't 205. He walking around at least 220, 230. I guarantee you that. If you gotta cut at least 20 pounds. You know what I mean? You're not really training if you're not cutting for 2 weight classes under your natural weight. You know what I mean? So that just gets you in the best shape. You know what I mean? So and he should be a heavyweight, but he a light heavyweight. But he fast and he long, he's strong. He just a freaking nature too. You know what I mean? Right. He got that reach. He fast, he tall.
Like
and then there you go. And then he got skill too though. You know what I mean? He got everything you need. He got jumping moves, spinning moves, kicks, punches, grappling, and ground and pound and submissions. He got everything.
That's everything you need.
That's everything you need. That's why I practice everything. That's why I don't base myself off of Bones Jones. I like his little formula. He got spins. When in doubt, he can throw a spinning elbow, throw a jumping knee. He just do the shit. I'm looking at him. And he just do the shit because he's there. You know what I mean? I can do it.
Grabbing a combination of things and putting it into your own.
There you go. Boom. I mean, it's just like it's fight different than rapping. Rapping still lines. I still moves like a motherfucker. Like check out the next fight, March 14th. I'm really coming out to display some shit.
Where should I say it again,
St. Louis, at the River City Casino. Jeff Crotty, I think that's his name. That's the guy I'm fighting. I just signed a contract. He want to play a winners take all type of you dig. So it's $700 for me to just show up and step in the ring and fight. I'm gonna get that win or lose. You know what I mean? It's work. You know what I'm saying?
And we need to get a bus together.
Man, something like that.
We need to get a bus together so that the group of us can go down there, represent, support you, get down there safe and get back safe.
Appreciate you.
We need to get a bus together. Somebody out there organizing.
I'm really trying to figure all that out. I want to buy my own bus so I can get people just to come, so that could just be an incentive to come support my fights. Because all of in Missouri, it costs too much to throw a fight in Illinois. So
you gotta cross the county line sometimes.
He won, and it's 7 to show up, 7 to win. So it's a $1,400 payday. But he hit the organization of Shamrock and said, "Hey, I want to do a winner take all. Can you see if we want to do a winner take all?" So that means if he win, he get the 7 that they was going to give him anyway. 7 that he win, and he get my 7. You know what I mean? So I ain't coming to lose, so let's do it. You know, that really just shows his hand to me. Like, he just showed his hand. That shows you're very cocky. You know what I mean? That's not even confident. That's cocky. You know, you gambling now. You know what I mean? So, or you want to make it a bigger thing. Or you want to make it a bigger. So you smart also. So okay. So
Well, you gambling though, fam.
You gambling.
You gambling, but you ain't gambling with cards.
Exactly.
You gambling with your hand.
Yeah.
And you betting against my hand. And my hand ain't got nothing to do with none of these cards. My hand is a variable.
Boom.
Like it's gonna change, and because of what you saying and your tone, my card's gonna be different.
Yeah.
Like what I want to know is what you. I mean, I don't know if he's listening. I don't really care if he's listening.
No, he probably
he should be listening.
He should be.
It's the Real Ninja Podcast. If he's doing his homework, he should be listening.
All day.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
you
For
go.
real. It's simply it's Ricardo, Intentional Dangerfield.
Yes, sir.
So, what I want to know is how you feeling right now when somebody says, I want to do a winner take all joint where I take the 700 that they gonna give me and 700 they gonna take you if I whoop your ass. And you going down there to get a payday.
All day.
But I know you ain't going down there to get whooped and give him no money.
Yeah.
So what is your mindset when you going into something like that? Like your training and how you eating? I just want to know. Because to me, it's serious. That's what it sounds like.
It is serious.
For sure.
My mindset is, for one, like, why would you even present this? Even if you thought you could go some, like if you look at any video of me, I don't care win or lose, I'm fighting. I'm fighting. I'm telling you. I mean, it's not like nobody ever had an easy fight against me, and nobody will fight me twice. You know what I mean? So win or lose. You know what I mean? So.
Hold on. Say that again. Nobody had an easy fight, and nobody would ever fight you twice. You got that written down like as a lyric in the song.
I sure don't.
If you don't, I'm gonna pop on this. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I'm saying it ain't an easy fight, and nobody would ever fight me twice. You know what I'm saying? This is an Intentional Dangerfield.
Yes, sir. He came with shits. He came with shits for me. I appreciate that.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
Like you said, don't bring nobody else on the show if they ain't bringing snacks or shit
They give you a bottle of water,
boom,
a piece of gum.
I need a case of water.
You can't come back. Wait, so to the picture. Gatorade.
Boom. I appreciate that too.
For real.
But I feel like that. So that disrespects me in itself. Like, so you see me fighting, and you not impressed. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that guy's nothing. So man, it didn't do nothing but turn me up. Like I already had. Like, I'm never the same fighter every fight. Every fight, I change something up because now, like I started 8 years ago, and I'm telling you, everybody I train is gonna be way better than me because some people showed me shit, and I was like, that means nothing. I don't need to know that. But that was a day out of my life that I took to learn that. To find out that ain't what I need to know, you know what I mean? So I take all the shit they gotta know.
It's your catalog.
Boom, there you go.
Because in turn, what you do when you absorb shit is you in turn become a teacher.
Boom, there you go.
And now you sensei.
Yeah, there you go.
No
yes,
doubt.
sir. So I take everything, all the good stuff, and I only teach them the good stuff. You know what I mean? So I cut it all out.
Don't waste their time. We're gonna get right to it.
Exactly. And I just feel like for him to, I lost my train of mind just off because smoking that gas. I'm feeling myself.
Nah.
He just showed me his hand to show me how cocky he is, and that. It's disrespectful that you say that you feel this way because I'm not an easy fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you pumping your own self up, you know, you trying to get your own self hyped, or you trying to, or you really feel you can run through me. So he didn't do nothing but turn up my. What I was saying was, he didn't do nothing but turn up my work ethic, and now I'm a switch fighter. You know what I mean? They say in traditional fighting, you're supposed to stand in one stance, you know what I mean? Should master that one stance. So what I've been doing is, what I did first is teach myself how to switch stance. Something Bones Jones do. He can just fight any stance. You know what I mean?
So like the equivalent of southpaw.
Yeah, so I'm already a southpaw.
Okay.
So I just
so it's automatically
you know what I mean?
Stance and everything, and delivery and okay.
So I taught myself orthodox. So same thing, same amazing, cool moves I could do on this side. I couldn't do on this side, but now I can though. You know what I mean? Because it's a whole different.
Level it out, even it out.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? So now, if you didn't know, a jab is your most important punch. Now I got two jabs. You know what I mean? Because I can jab from a southpaw. I can jab from an orthodox. And I'm sweet on both of them. Like, I was already the shit on my southpaw. Like, a lot of people talk about myself, you know what I mean? I'm one of the best strikers definitely in town, for sure. I'm definitely in town. You know what I mean? Anybody want to come see me, we can spar it out. You know what I mean? It's all for fun. It's all for fun. I mean, I can be for fun.
Hey,
you know
anybody who want to spar, it's all for fun.
It's all for fun. You know what I mean? Shit, you think you can put hands on me? You know what I mean? Shit, I want you to come teach me something. I want somebody to teach me something. Because I'm tired of teaching everybody else right now. You know what I mean? These hands don't quit, and now I got two jabs. I got two crosses. I got two back leg cut kicks that I'm just switching in between. Hold
on. So with you being southpaw, that also correlates with your legs. Mm-hmm. So it's not only your hands; it goes with your legs.
Yes,
So I mean, because when you think about boxing, you think about southpaw, and you just think about it up top. But I didn't know that southpaw also correlated with the lower extremities of your body. So explain that to me.
Now, shoot, your cut kick.
Because you said I got a double. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I got two of them now. You know what I mean? The most powerful kick is the cut kick. It's just a kick coming from the side. It's like a baseball bat. You know what I mean? You swing it like a baseball. Literally, you swing it like a baseball bat. Swing your leg like a baseball bat. It's the same little motion. And that's your most powerful thing. And me being a southpaw, that usually hits body. You know what I mean? Like open body. You know what I mean? Ribs and shit. You know what I mean? But
so you went that high.
Yeah. And it comes underneath, like, on their right side, is all that. The liver's on the left side, you know what I mean? So, if I want to deliver this same strong kick, I have to switch my fight stance, throw it from the back, throw it from the southpaw, throw it from the orthodox stance, to get the liver, you know what I mean? If I'm trying to kick you in your liver, I'm trying to kick you in your kidneys, you know, because a proper cut kick, like almost wraps around you know what I mean? If you get them right, you know, it'll wrap around. So I can kick you from the front, kick you in the back, you know what I mean? So I can't do that with my lead cut kick from a southpaw because it's not as strong as the back, you know what I mean? You can knock somebody out if you just hit their liver right, like their body just stop moving, you know, body don't work no more. For a couple seconds, and you on top of them. Yeah, boom, body shots, there you go. So you hit them in that liver, feet don't work no more, you know what I mean? So I can't do that with the power in my southpaw stance with my lead leg. But if I switch to my orthodox stance, throw my back leg,
you set up.
I got it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So
it's just a matter of switching it up.
Yeah. So this dude don't know what he got into. He don't know that I always evolve. I never lost by TKO. You know what I mean? Or nothing like that. I never lost to the hands. I never lost to the same way twice. And I mean, shoot. And I never lost 3 in a row. You know what I mean? So I'm 0-2 right now as a pro. 2 great fights. My last fight, it had to end because I got cut over my eye, but it wasn't over my eye. The referee wanted to stop it. I was still good to go. I broke my leg in that fight also. Just throwing kicks, but I didn't know it until after the fight. And I knew it during the fight, but I was still using it during the fight. So I was still using that motherfucker. I had to. You know what I mean?
Had to, right.
And my first fight, I was really winning that fight, and then just a lazy technique and a brilliant wrestler I was going against, and he got me with a guillotine. So never look at the record of a fighter and determine if he's good or not, because anything can happen in a fight.
Hey, you heard that, man? Lazy techniques get you caught up in the guillotine.
Oh, lazy techniques get you caught in the guillotine. That's a line
Lazy techniques get you caught up in the guillotine.
I was winning that fight.
Lyrics from my man Prez.
Life lyrics, goddamn.
Hey, so I mean, this is your podcast. I'm sure you talk fight all the time. Right?
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying?
We talk about stuff. No, this is actually the most fight we talk.
For real.
Yeah, so I appreciate that.
That's what's up. You know, like I said, you got it coming up, and the way homie came at you was how it was. Do you change any diet when it comes time to train?
See me, like I'm just a conscious eater. I try to cook everything I try to cook everything that I eat. You know what I mean? A lot of times I don't get a chance to because I'm working all the time. I own my own gym. Y'all know this. You know what I mean? Shoot, and I'm here from 5 to 9 usually. So if anything, I'm always eating a salad, some salad, lunch meat, deli sandwiches, chips and shit. That's the shit I eat the most because I don't want to sit here and eat Hot Pockets all day and stuff like that. So that's the stuff I eat most.
So Prez needs those meals coming through, ladies. When it's training time, we need the pasta coming through, the lasagna.
Yeah, y'all see me eating mayonnaise and treats. You know what I mean?
Stop the process, stop the deli. I'm saying support the champ,
all day.
Support the cause.
Let's go.
Grow the podcast. You know what I'm saying? We looking for sponsors. Like, share, subscribe.
Now, and that's another thing. I'm looking for sponsors. I don't need sponsors though. Okay, just let you know when you come to see.
Hold on. Be clear with sponsors when you say that. Be clear with sponsors when you say that, because it's cuffing season.
Yeah, all day.
It's when it's cold outside. And tax season is creeping.
Oh, sponsor season. Yeah, looking for sponsors. But come with it if you got it. But, you know what I mean? So, we've been talking about some fuck shit. I want to talk about some other shit too.
All right, what's good?
I'm gonna talk about some man shit. You know what I mean? Like I was working at party this weekend, and there was a fight broke out. It was a sucker punch that started the fight. Okay. People saying, "What's up, Antoine? What up, bro? What up? What up?
What's up, Twiz?
Just say what up.
What's up, famo?
What up, Ron?
What's up, Phillips family?
Phillips family.
Shout out, big ups.
They going through it right now. Yeah.
Hey, Philly Ray, you know what it is, famo?
Yeah.
You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, Cannon.
Wake your bright ass up, man.
Happy birthday, Rachie.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Newborn coming in. God bless.
Happy
like
birthday,
I said,
Antoine.
Philly Ray, get strong. We love you. Big ups, Twiz.
Man.
Hey, kiss everybody for me, fam.
Yes. Ray, recover, man. Shit, we love you, bro.
Yes, sir. Get strong, baby. Get strong. We love you.
I want to say, motherfucking, we spoke with, y'all know Tweed, y'all know Antoine. He a reoccurring guest here on the show. It was his birthday on the weekend, and I'll tell you this, man. He got me higher than I ever got. You know what I mean? Like, I lost consciousness. I was smoking some dabs, right? And,
explain to people who don't know what that is.
dab. I don't know what the fuck it is almost, but it's some oil.
Right.
It's some
I don't know what it is. Let me know what it is.
Okay, it's some oil. It's some wax.
It's oil?
It's wax.
It's wax.
It's some waxy stuff. Okay, and it is weed. It's all weed. It's the weed turned into wax. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
So
it's probably like concentrated down.
There you
into
go.
A little
That's
drip
weed
or a drop.
concentrate. Exactly.
Okay.
Weed concentrate.
So it's everything that gets you high down in the drip.
Yes.
Basically.
Boom.
Okay. Boom.
So you need mechanical equipment to do a dab. You know what I mean? So you need a blowtorch. This is crazy. You need a blowtorch. It's my joke. Some type of little scoop.
So you gotta be an Autobot to smoke this shit.
Man, you gotta know mechanics and engineering to begin with this. So
Physics and the science on the
you
dab.
get the little part, you put the wax on hot. And when you get it hot, you just put the wax on and let it melt on there while you inhale the smoke. and your soul leaves your body after that. That's exactly what happened. Cause
You go like straight to your feet.
man, like
And you be like, I'm done.
I left. I went somewhere. I swear I might have went to heaven and came back.
Heaven?
Like it might have been heaven. It was a night. It was a pleasant place.
You had a heavenly hell?
It was a pleasant place.
Heavenly hell. Shut up, my man, Last Loco. Yo, go listen to
Shout
that.
out to
Last
these,
Loco, Heavenly Hell.
Man.
You're gonna see that spinning on my Facebook. Go check that out. That's new hot music. For real, Last Loco. Check it out.
I'm talking about a fight. It's okay, so that's why I need that candy. He always bring me back to what we was talking about.
To my homie.
The sucker punch.
Oh, the sucker punch.
The sucker punch. What is a sucker punch?
A sucker punch is when somebody just sneaks you. Like if you really want to have it, you could confront me and then we can do it. Then I can deal with it as it comes, or you can deal with it back. But a sucker punch is like I don't even see you, and I'm trying to knock your whole teeth out from the back of your head.
Oh, so who the sucker? Is it the sucker that getting punched or the sucker throwing the punch?
It's a sucker punch.
No, so
It's not a sucker get hit.
okay, it's a sucker punch. So the sucker
Real cats get hit.
Yeah,
By a sucker punch. The sucker's the one punching.
The sucker the one
The
punch.
sucker's the one punching.
Yeah.
Hey, the sucker's the one punching. That's for all suckers who have ever sucker punched somebody. You the sucker that's punching. Period.
Oh.
If you wanted it, you could have spoke on it and we could have dealt with it. But if you wanted to sucker punch somebody from behind, you the sucker that's punching. Because real cats get sucker punched. Real cats don't sucker punch.
Is there any time where you can hit somebody when they not looking?
In a melee.
Okay.
In a melee.
Everybody.
If you playing basketball for like Kansas State or Kansas, then you could probably hit somebody in the middle of it and they ain't looking. It depends on if you're a scholarship athlete. You know what I'm saying? That's just
because everybody knows it's time to fight. So that's what. You ain't on your square, you deserve to get knocked
if
off.
it's 5 of us and it's 5 of y'all and I'm hitting your boy because my boy's on your boy.
That's like, ooh,
It's that's on.
Alright, okay.
That's on.
Only in a melee.
I mean, in a melee,
How about when, so let's say y'all talking that shit, woo, 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 and then motherfuckers say something crazy and then walk off. Like you said something crazy enough where it's fight words now. Well, that's why your mama sucked my dick too. You know what I mean? And walk off.
all right, check it out. Okay, that wouldn't be considered a sucker punch. Okay, that cat would be a sucker for saying some wild stuff and then turning away.
Yeah, okay.
He should have said something while he was backing away. That's why your mom, you know what I'm saying, and then backed away, like, okay, then what's up? You said that and then turn around, then that means like,
You disrespectful now.
man, you calling me out.
Yeah,
You acting like I can't even, you set me up. That's a fish in a barrel. You deserve that.
Oh.
Whatever comes.
Wherever it comes,
Because
okay.
you turned away
Ain't
from
no
it.
sucker punch.
No, it's not a sucker punch. Because you said whatever you needed to say, you turned around. And you left it in God's hands. Hey, and the devil said, yes, I'm a liar. Real talk, you gonna catch this.
Alright, I was arguing with a client of mine.
You was arguing with a client?
Yeah, always arguing with a client. This is where I get a lot of my material from.
Well, this, I mean, the business you're in.
Yeah, man, I get a lot of argumentative ladies. Yes, I'm the milk maker. Come to Presidential Fitness, alright, shoot, I got the best prices in town. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but everybody tell me that is.
Hey.
But come check me out. Over 28 classes a week. This is what Uncanny be doing. I say, do your thing, Uncanny. He'll run off a whole commercial. He'll run off a whole commercial real quick. But I got 28 classes each week.
And we got 5 locations in the tri-state area.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? But they all end up right here.
Right here.
So come through, check it out.
Come check it out.
Inbox, DM, message, whatever you need to do. You know what I'm saying? Check us out on Intentional Dangerfield.
All day.
You know, Spotify, anywhere you see podcasts, that's where we available.
See, that's what,
you know.
See, Kenny, he trying to get me on, to do the podcast right, you know what I mean? Because really all I'm doing, what I wanted to do is I hope this turn, I don't want to do a podcast. I want to end up having my own production and like having a talk show, have a TV show, have some type of thing. We do our own self. We got episodes. We just record this shit. You want to check it out? Come check it out. You know what I mean? And it's like, let's say we just doing a TV show, Family Match. It's like the Family Match or whatever. We got our own.
So are you Carl?
Let me see. I'm more on wall over Ron over. I'm out there dancing. Let's go.
That's what's up. You're not the big guy.
Yeah, I ain't the big guy. I ain't the police. We ain't gonna.
That's what's up.
In my family matters, Carl's just a maintenance man.
Hey.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's the end goal, real talk. So this is all practice for whatever. You know what I mean? Why not start out with a podcast? This is
live practice.
You know what I mean? Live practice. You know what I mean?
It's dojo.
All day. This is what it is.
It's dojo.
So he want me to get the. You know, we got our first. Again, you weren't even here. See, man.
Hey,
that baby already messing stuff. I'm talking shit, man. Let me stop playing. I'm just like.
It's all good. Hey, I'm here to take care of cousins.
Yeah, he know I'm gonna mess with him all the time, but. We got our first something to put up on the wall. He want to put stuff on the wall. He want to get to. You just said that's why I was going off of that. You said
I can put something else on the wall if you want to.
Huh?
I can put something else on the wall.
Man, we take whatever y'all.
I can put one of these boogers on the wall.
Just throw that in the trash.
It's the Real Ninja Podcast. Don't get it twisted. Not at all.
We need to get on Spotify. We need to get on the podcast.
You on the platform?
No, we just on my page. That's what it is. I mean,
hey, look, put it like this. If you want to get on the platform, you should listen to the Intentional Dangerfield Podcast. The beginning of that joint is going to tell you how to get on the platform.
Okay.
For free, no charge. That's what it is. We spread the love. We spread the knowledge. Know the ledge. That's what it's all about. We highlight things. We highlight situations.
The thing that I had going into this is the platform is our pages. You know, people come to your page.
No,
I mean,
get on Spotify, get on iTunes.
But that's
the next step to sponsorship.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So yeah, you also have a different audience. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to just talk ish. I'm here to spread game.
No, all day.
You got a different audience.
Okay.
I'm not a fighter. You a fighter. You got a different audience. You got a fight coming up. The things that you talk about, we don't necessarily talk about. You know what I'm saying? So you have an audience, man. Get on that Spotify, get on that iTunes, get on that Anchor, get on that Bullhorn. Everybody out there, we spread their knowledge. It's Intentional Dangerfield. This is what we do.
But we got our episodes up. That's the thing. That's all.
Get them up. Get them up.
Hey,
that's the dojo work.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Episodes build up the platform, how we want to do it. So when we do come to the
Kenny, come holler, Kenny. You know what it is, cuz.
He already on it. I just don't be listening. You know what I mean? He already be on it. You know what I mean?
So you're the hard-headed shorty in class.
It ain't even that.
Listening.
It ain't even that. I hear you. I want to do it. I'm trained. I'll be training all day. You know what I mean? So this is a pet project. This is something. It's not just a pet project. It's definitely going. We're gonna be here every week. I'm gonna try to be every week unless I'm locked up. Hey. I'm gonna be here every Wednesday. So I'm glad Billy has came tonight.
Do some extra episodes in case that happens, so they can just drop, so you don't miss nothing.
Okay, I hear you.
No, we don't want you locked up at all, man. That's.
I know. I'm saying, shoot.
My family should not be locked up. Period.
How my life goes. You know what I'm saying?
I know how life goes. I came with something to say, and I think I'm gonna hold it because I might go left and right at the same time. I might go
do your thing,
No, we're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Just some of you mommies out there.
I'd have been arrested at I'd have been arrested at 3 MMA fights. Like they literally, the sheriffs are waiting.
You at your own fight?
At my own fight. The sheriff
was it during the fight or after the fight?
They was waiting before the fight. I was
So it's because you had warrants or some shit?
Yeah, I had some.
And it's like we know he's gonna be at the fight.
They know he's gonna be at the fight. I'll show up.
Did you get paid because you showed up?
No, I got paid 2 of them fights. You know what I'm saying?
Because you showed up, right?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Regardless of what you got
There
arrested.
was amateur fights, but I got paid because I sell tickets and you want to have me on your show. It's like just know, I wasn't supposed to be taking no fights because I had won. But I got to fight. I like to fight. I just like to fight though. It wasn't even about the payday either though. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't nothing but $100. You know what I mean? At the time, that was
Hold on. Your bond was more than that, right?
Bond way more than that. You know what I'm saying? So
you should have took a fight in Iowa.
I'm outside. I'm calling the promoter. I said, I'm outside. I'm about to come in. You can go ahead and tell everybody to get like I'm about to go on. I'm outside. So I get in there. I run up to the cage. They can't do that after the cage. You gonna stop the whole fight because the cage. I mean, they could, but they never did. You know what I mean?
So let you fight.
They let me fight. When I got off,
did you win?
Two of the fights I won. You know what I mean?
No, real talk. If I know I'm finna get arrested, you finna get your ass whooped.
Man, sure.
You finna get handled.
One of them I did win, and it was just rough sitting inside the cell, just because I got armbarred.
Sitting inside the cell.
Yeah, sitting in the cell. Yeah, like I'm like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Armbarred.
You got armbarred by the cat or the cops?
The cat. The cop it was kind of nice. You know what I mean? I just got the whole fight. You know what I mean? Come on.
They got a free fight.
Come on, friend. Yeah, they got a show free show.
Yeah.
They took me off one time.
Burger King.
One time, I hopped off the stage and went the other way, and then like they even like yeah, I almost got away. But I went the other. I went through the crowd and just left, and I almost got away. If I was walking out, I got blood on my hands and shit. You know what I mean? And I'm walking out, and the cop saw it. Bam! I looked there, I was like, oh shit. Alright, you know what I mean? Shit. So I'm going down to St. Louis County, right across the street from the it was at the convention center.
Or at the boss?
Yeah, they just strapped me up, just dropped me across the street.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think I've been arrested more times than anybody at a fucking
friends with you on Facebook.
Man,
he's like, guys, what's good?
And Bobby Britt told me every time they was gonna do it too. Because he worked down in the county.
Shout out Double B.
Yeah, he's taking me and banging on my horns. You know what I mean? I ain't a bad guy. I just don't go to court dates. Fuck y'all sometimes.
That's life.
So, another thing, I don't know where we at in the show, but we're gonna keep it rolling for right now. You know what I mean?
What you want to tackle?
I wanted to say, like, toxic masculinity. Okay, so that's why I asked Facebook today. I just want to know, like, because women are like, because all I hear is, you made me this and you made me that, you know, but men don't let other people make them something. Real men don't, you know what I mean? So when a woman say, you sent me into depression, you know what I mean? Like, dang, I'll send you into depression, or are you just not strong-willed or whatever, you know? And they call that toxic masculinity, or what's the, you gonna say
the definition?
The definition, okay. Toxic masculinity is psychology. Toxic masculinity refers to traditional culture masculine norms that can be harmful to men, women, and society overall. This concept of toxic masculinity is not intended to demonize men or male attributes, but rather to emphasize the harmful effects of conformity and to certain traditional masculine ideas.
So does that mean like guys gotta be, you know what I'm saying, muscular, or guys gotta play football, or dudes can't do gymnastics? Is that toxic masculinity, where you want to make a male feel like they can't do things that aren't traditionally masculine? Is that toxically spewing masculinity into somebody who doesn't?
How can you be too masculine though? Like,
I
too
don't
much
know,
of a male?
That's not being too masculine. What it is?
That's what they probably been saying, is you just too masculine.
Like put it like this. Put it like this. If I got a shorty, and we're gonna be real right here. Okay? I got a shorty. He's 2. This ain't even a story. This is real. I got a shorty. He's 2. He got twin sisters. They 12. Okay? So he's the youngest. They the next in line. And he kicks it with him. He hangs with him.
Okay.
Versus my 16-year-old. You know what I'm saying? The boy who's in and out. The brother who's in and out. You got 14 years in between these two kids, and you got 10 in between them, but they sisters, so they are more drawn to their little bro. They baby bro.
Okay.
You know, so they got a baby doll in their room. So my son is holding the baby doll. Am I smashing, snapping, kicking everything over because my 2-year-old son has a baby doll? No. I'm not saying he gotta be this way. I'm not saying you better never let this boy touch this baby doll. I want for anything my son to know how to take care of a baby girl.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is.
So that's what it is. So that's where the toxic masculinity comes in to where we are.
Jewel y'all right there.
That's what we on, fam. That's not. This is a real ninja podcast.
Yes, sir.
So I want my son, and this was a conversation me and my wife had.
Okay.
You know, because he might be laying down with the baby doll. When my girls ain't there, he goes in their room and he get in their bed. He knows that's his sister's bed. Why should he not feel comfortable with his female sisters? It's not gonna take away from him being a boy.
No.
You know? And for
I hear you on that one too.
For 12-year-old girls,
I'm hanging out with them girls, but I don't know my sister all the time.
But there's also a limit. Hanging out with them girls, my sister, we 7 years apart.
Definitely a limit.
So when I was born, she was like 7 years old. So when I was 1, you know what I'm saying, she was 8. She rushed my first waves in.
Okay.
So I was really her baby doll.
Okay.
But that was to say that she took care of me. She made sure I wasn't ashy. She made sure my hair was brushed. I had waves. I had my little stocking cap on.
Okay.
So she has 2 boys. She knows how to take care of little boys.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's toxic when you try to instill too much of something that should be just naturally instilled.
How can you instill too much? No, what is too much?
Well, too much is when it's too much.
Okay.
And you have to gauge.
Too much masculinity. I can't.
No, here's the thing. Hey, you can put too much gas in your car, right?
Okay.
You want a half a tank, but you want to put a full tank in. You're putting too much gas in.
Okay.
You got to put as much in as it goes, and accordingly, when you're talking about raising something that is moving and breathing and evolving as we speak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the different approaches. We think that we have to use the approaches that we got used on us, and then therefore, but it's different times. You know, so when you say toxic masculinity, what I think is when you start to say, hey, you gotta be this way. Because if you're not this way, that means you wanna be that way. That's not necessarily true.
So, toxic femininity then.
Well, too much of anything is toxic.
Okay. But what would be, okay, hold on. Let's see what that definition is.
So you gotta just reverse it.
I just hate these definitions that they give motherfuckers.
Well, the definitions are like yesterday was National Hug Day, but it wasn't National Hug Day 15 years ago. Word is born, you know what I'm saying? Don't keep throwing this stuff in my face and telling me that's what it is and then I gotta play that game. That's what it is, man. For real. Don't tell me yesterday was National Donut Day when it wasn't 2 years ago. You just throwing different. You ever play asteroids?
Of course I did.
You keep doing different stuff in different stages. This one, shoot, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta combat different nonsense that they throw at you.
So more nonsense is like, okay, I just want to get this out right. So when choosing the mate, you know what I mean? A mate. We're going and like
Getting yoked.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm talking about.
Well, that's a mate.
Yeah. Oh, getting yoked. Okay, yeah, okay.
Being yoked is being connected.
I think getting yoked is getting yacked on. You know what I'm saying? Yoked.
Oh, cuz on. Hold on.
Let me go ahead and talk to Let's be presidential.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Instead of tsunami, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what it is, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
That is funny.
But the definition, you know what I'm saying, is, as far as being yoked, people think as, you know, when you get married to somebody, you are restrained and yoked to them, but being yoked, as if you think of oxen or an animal burden,
Okay.
you are connected with somebody that is moving in the same direction as you. So being yoked shouldn't be a burden, they should be lightening a burden.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because you're moving in the same direction. The only reason why it should be some strain or restraint is because you're going right and they're going left. But if y'all going straight and y'all going left and y'all going right, y'all doing it together. So being yoked is being, you know what I'm saying, with somebody that's moving in the same direction.
You kind of answered my question right here. And
Well, we building.
yeah. The thing is, I was just talking to somebody, and he was like, I was understanding where he was coming from, you know, and you know, it's a racial divide between people, and he was saying that black people should only marry black people, and white people should only marry white people, so forth. Just because, number one, he was talking about the black people, just in, if you marry a white person, you're taking away some power from the black people because you're not marrying a black woman and keeping
That's
it.
true.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
So.
I said that 3 times and I have a white wife.
Okay.
It's true.
All right.
If you're talking about building a nation and you're talking about, then that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is.
And,
but I'm not from Ghana.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I live in the United States of America, which is a cultural which is a cultural melting pot.
Nice.
After the fact.
Uh-huh.
And the fact that I want to address is, we understand what happened with the Native Americans, and we understand what happened with the 13 colonies and the Louisiana Purchase and the expansion of America. So when I marry who I want to marry in America, I'm okay. I'm fine. But if you want to build what is considered our nation, our black people, you know what I'm saying, or if you're Asian, or if you are of whatever other nationality, then it is weakening your culture by marrying outside of your culture. That's just natural.
But what?
It's not wrong, but it's a fact.
Okay. Regardless,
It's a fact.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because if I'm raised this way and she's raised the same way, then when we get married, we're going to raise our kids that way and want our kids to marry somebody, and then that's building it. But if I marry somebody who isn't raised the way I am, then our kid is going to have a split way of being raised, period. Even if she is taking on my culture. Because
she's still gonna get some of her culture.
She's just learning. She's just learning. You know what I'm saying? And that child is going to know for a fact that mommy and daddy are different. Are totally different.
I get to choose who I'm gonna be like.
These is mommy's mom. Grandma and grandpa on this side are gonna be, you know what I'm saying, Cheryl and Chuck. And
Keyshawn and Sheila.
It's
on the other side.
Barbecues are gonna be different. Thanksgivings are gonna be different.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bridge versus spades.
So, but
so
it don't matter. It don't matter. I can't reform that no way.
It doesn't matter. But if you're talking about strengthening the culture,
so it doesn't matter how you put it. You know, it's the same. You take it away from the culture.
Yeah, you are.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You taking a brick to replace a brick later to be stronger, when you can take that brick and just make it strong and build on that.
What about mixed, like say a black guy get with a mixed girl, or mixed guy get with a black girl, you know what I mean?
Well,
because it's different in that white family, because...
Well, you gotta look at the mulatto race. The mulatto race comes from what? You know what I'm saying?
You tell me, I'm kind of silly, but...
You know,
but niggas, they're white people. I don't want to say the wrong thing, I'm just saying.
No, it comes from, you know what I'm saying, where you have masters and you have property, slave, which in turn becomes concubine. So then that breed of child is mixed and it's called mulatto. You know what I'm saying? In the South, like New Orleans, it's called Creole. You know, where it's French and Haitian. So that divide right there happens between us because a cat like you be in the field and a cat like me be in the house because dude's my dad. You know what I'm saying? And you looking at me different because I'm eating a little bit better than you, and when you eat a little bit less than me.
Ain't your fault, but I'm still mad.
Well, and then you mad because of the condition, but you mad at the condition, and you didn't create the condition, and I didn't create the condition.
The only person you can be mad at is that person. You know what I'm saying?
But that's why, like when you started the show, you was like, keep me a light skin. You know what I'm saying? But that's real though. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Like we back in, we you know what I'm saying? We out of style, we back in style.
Another question for you.
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I just butt in with a
No,
question.
it's good. It's your show, man.
So
I'm having fun with you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pause.
So a motherfucker said, I can't remember what he said, but he was saying that all the slaves that, Thomas Jefferson, he said some.
He got a family from his slave girls.
You didn't know what I was going to say. You didn't know what I'm about to say.
Okay.
This man said that a lot of presidents owned slaves, but they wasn't prejudiced. A lot of presidents.
Was it prejudice?
Yeah. I said, how can you own a slave and not be prejudiced?
Well, here's the thing. When you think about prejudice, you think about
Or racist or whatever. They don't like black people.
well, you think about you doing somebody wrong, right? Well, in a different society where that's right, that's just the way it is. And you don't think you're doing wrong because that's just the way it is. That's who you are, this is the role you play, and that's the way it is. Now, in today's society, that's wrong. In the civil rights era, in the 60s, that's wrong. But if you go back to the 1600s and the 1700s, it's like, that's just the way it is.
Thomas Jefferson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thomas Jefferson, the White House was built by slaves.
But you don't think Thomas Jefferson killed a black person before? Killed a slave and his own slave before? Just because they could.
Well, I wouldn't say with your own hands. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, do you like...
You had an overseer.
Or did he command a slave to kill?
Let's keep this. You had an overseer, officer.
All day?
The overseer is the officer on your plantation. So when your property is gone, he retrieves your property. You know what I'm saying? He's the officer. He's the overseer.
Okay.
So it's the whole same thing. You know, the plantation is whatever you create. And your property is whoever, you know what I'm saying, works for you. And your control is the overseer or the officer.
So Thomas Jefferson might not kill the slave before.
Why would he have to? Why would he have to?
He said,
Hey, and don't quote me on this. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
You right though.
I'm just saying. I'm not a historian.
If he a boss, why would he kill? Why
would he have to? You know, when you remove yourself from it, you don't have to worry about it.
It's true.
You know, so it's just like mob action and things like that. You know, the boss doesn't do the dirty work. He doesn't touch it. You know, and if he's smart, why would he?
It was a different time.
It was a different, and it was the time. So it wasn't wrong. You know, why are they wrong for doing what they want to their own property?
And it was a law. It was a law too.
You know what I'm saying? They could do that back then, but Mike Vick gets the joint right now. When what's the difference? You know what I'm saying?
Let me just give a shout out. I gotta give a shout out. Dory said this show is my favorite thing about Wednesday night. Oh, what up, Dory? Appreciate that. What up, TT? Sure, hey,
What's up?
Can we get some heart hearts. We fuck. I'm fucking with the likes, man.
Hey, Valentine's Day is coming up, yo.
Yeah, you gotta get some hearts, man. You know what I'm saying? So show some love with
It's
some hearts.
cuffing season.
Somebody tag Abilius in this. I forgot to tag him. My bad. Shoot. Like shout outs to Kenny. He having a whole baby right now. In case y'all didn't know or not.
What we got? We got a name?
I don't know. He ain't. Let's see. Let's go to Kenny
You don't mess
page.
with the phone when I go on.
Yeah. Shoot. Let's go to the page. Let's see. Usually not. It'll take 2 minutes.
We got anything?
Any pictures? Anything? Nah, I'm nothing. Come on, drop that low, man. Drop that low. We waiting on it. Shoot, come on, stop
You
playing.
walking around with the mask on?
Walking around with the mask on.
What's the name? Is there any name yet?
Man, you know what?
You don't know?
I like me personally. Like I like to not discuss new babies coming in the world just because I don't believe in bad luck or jinx or anything like that. When you're pregnant, I might say, oh, okay. I ain't gonna say nothing about the baby till it come out because I want to see it come out. You know what I mean? So
and count the toes, have it all.
you know what I'm saying? Shoot. So I haven't talked to him much about it. Really, I see her Kenny almost all the time. You know what? I ain't talked to him about his baby.
Word.
You know, but we be talking business. We be talking dreams.
That's
we talking stuff
that's
for his baby.
business. That's your man's stuff.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So he know I'm kidding. You know what I mean?
That would almost be weird if y'all sit around and talk about the baby. That would be like some Oprah shit.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That would be a real different ninja podcast.
Don't talk about it all day.
That'd be like The View.
This has been an epic episode already. You know what I mean? And I see
Hey,
what's going
let me
on.
put it on you.
Yes, sir.
Let me put it on
Yes,
you.
sir.
What's going on musically?
Musically. Oh, shit.
What you got going on?
May 1st, I'm dropping my
May 1st, here we go.
next project.
We got a fight coming up, and we got new music
I'm just
coming
trying
up.
to stay busy.
Why are we talking about me?
I'm still. You said
I'm messing with you guys.
people messaging me right now. I'm just trying to make sure. They've been talking about the show and stuff. Yeah. But May. I'm just trying to stay busy all year. I'm trying to do this stuff all year. May 1st, and I just made that date because it's easy to remember. And the project almost done. I just need some more features on it. Do a little recording. A little cleanup, and it's pretty much done. You know what I mean? So all my parts, most of my parts are done. Like outside of me going through, touching up a chorus or something like that, it's pretty much done. I'm just looking for some features, and I'm pretty much doing anybody who came on the Real Ninja Podcast. I'm about to put you on the feature. That's why I'm gonna shoot you a track. I'm gonna make sure it's the right one for you.
Okay. So I ain't gotta say nothing. You already know I ain't gotta say nothing.
What, you want it?
That's why I ain't saying
I
want to ask you this. Do you come out to your own shit?
Yeah, sometimes. I haven't done it as a pro yet, just because I ain't been focusing on that part yet. You know what I mean? Like all as an amateur, I came out to all my tracks. But
hey, Creed 2, when he came out for the second fight. Oh no, it was the second fight with the lights. That was my shit.
I'll see Creed 1. I was afraid to see 2 because I didn't want it to fuck up 1 for me. I heard it wasn't like that. So.
I ain't seen 1, but I seen 2.
Oh shit.
So
how you feel about 2?
I put it like this. 2 got me wanting to see 1.
Okay, because 1 that shit.
And 2, he got his money in, and then he got challenged, then he got broke. And then he had to come back. But like between him and his girl, like his intro music, she was singing it, and I thought that was the dopest part about it because she went through the comeback after the breakdown. Like he was talking about the liver, and you know what I'm saying. He was getting knocked inside.
Okay.
Pause.
Yeah.
But it was like where she was singing in his intro. It's like you could feel it because she was his hype music.
Oh yeah.
And then to come in like the first time when he came in, he had everything going, and his robe everything was lit, and you know Jordan sponsoring us.
Okay.
But the second time, it was like more humble. Like you went to the desert and you was hitting the big tractor tire with the sledgehammer versus the.
But did he lose that first one? Oh, well, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Yeah. No. You good. He didn't gonna mess nothing up.
They gonna mess
I didn't say nothing, but he ain't gonna mess nothing up. But you good.
Okay.
You good.
I'm gonna definitely check out the first one because, like, it was inspiration to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I can imagine.
Just how, he just, it was some good fight scenes also, so I can actually say, like, I'm looking on the outside of it being a fake movie, just, dude, what's his name? Michael B. Jordan. He really learned how to do some shit. You know what I mean? Shoot, I think he challenged Roy Jones. Roy Jones whooped your ass over what, you know what I mean? So,
you're still an actor.
Man, you know, he's still an actor. Those was play fights.
You ain't a Black Panther, man.
Man, you not actually Killmonger, okay? So, but you can tell he actually put in some work. He came a long way from being a little hype. Off the wire, you know what I mean? Shit, I like seeing the shit like that. I hope they don't cast him for Black Superman because I wish they cast me already. I just want to be in a superhero movie.
Okay.
I want to be killed by a superhero. How about that? Can I get murdered? Can I be fighting?
My man wants to get murked by a superhero.
Can I be fighting Black Panther? I'm Wututu, you know what I mean? And I got the green herb, okay? And when I eat this green herb, I'm just like Black Panther, but I'm Wututu, okay?
No doubt.
So beat his ass. He about to lose, then he killed me. You know what I mean?
Let's shoot the next feature film. Let's get it in.
Why ain't none of these? I'm telling y'all.
So you're an acting bug?
I do. I want to be an actor.
What's your dream role?
I want to be.
Hold on. Villain or good guy?
I don't want to be a big. It ain't even nothing big. I'm always that guy fighting in the movie. I'm in the battle scene. I'm fighting Jason Statham. I'm giving him work though. You know what I mean? I'm the guy that give you work in the movie. And you
but you still go down.
And I said, I always die. You know what I mean?
He's like five times with the cue ball.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And you still keep that back in it. It's just that one time when he gives you that combo and you done.
He gets to the knife and he slices something that just
so he stabs you in the thigh and you keep coming.
Yeah.
Okay. You the dude that gets the knife in the foot, pull it out, and be like, right.
Fuck you. Go right back at
you remember that dude?
Yeah. I wanna be that guy. Not too many lines, you know what I mean? Shoot, I think I can actually do some good lines, but
you have to do a couple lines if you want to get stabbed in the thigh.
That's true. You know what I mean? That's true. And just that's the guy I want to be in a movie. I don't want to be nobody special.
Just some scruff.
Just think. If you see, so instead of Ludacris trying to be in all the Fast and the Furious or whatever, he just that dude that he fighting in all the movies. That'd be cool as fuck. That's Ludacris. You see fighting in the movies.
Hey, big up to Luda. You know what I'm saying? But he don't got a winning record in movies when it comes to fighting. I'm just,
Luda is the second worst rapper in the world. Worst
say it right.
1 second. Luda used to be the king. But he's the second worst.
Luda is the man when it comes to fighting in movies. Luda got a losing record.
You know who the worst actor in the world? Tyrese. Tyrese, that's all. Man, the only good role he ever played was Baby Boy. And that was just because he
got smacked in the head by Ving Rhames.
Hey, that was him being him. He was
being a baby. Okay.
He's a baby boy. That's what they're trying to say. They made that role specifically for Pac. I can't see Pac ever being.
You know what? If they did, I can't see it. After Tyrese, it feels like it was made for him.
Yeah, it was made for Tyrese. Like that's
the Snoop interaction, the whole You know what I'm saying? Him and
Yeah, Pac could have been in that movie with Snoop like that.
Pac could have been in it. Because you look at what's my joint with Janet Jackson?
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice. He wasn't the gangster. He wasn't the cat and juice, but that would have also showed his.
I was still a real nigga though.
It showed his versatility though.
Yeah, I mean he was still a nigga, just a smooth ass, working ass nigga though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
but you know what? It'd been interesting to see, but after Tyrese, I couldn't see nothing else.
I can't see
nothing else after Tyrese. You played yourself if you
They
did.
said Will Smith was supposed to be Neo in
Matrix.
In the Matrix. I don't know if anybody like, hey.
He could have been Morpheus.
Morpheus?
He could have been
Morpheus. He supposed to be Neo.
Nah, you already put.
I couldn't see Will Smith as Neo though. You know, he said he passed up the role. They gave that to him. He passed up the role. Then they gave it to Keanu.
I gotta have a light skinned cat at Morpheus, man. And it could be Will.
Yeah.
You say Will, he can do it. He could have did it.
He could have been Morpheus. Will Smith play any part. I had nothing.
He's a genie now. He's a genie.
Oh shit. Will Smith was a goat. Motherfuckers don't even know. I fuck with Will Smith on the rap side, man. He's one of my favorite rappers. I ain't gonna lie.
Alright, what's your favorite joint? What's your favorite joint?
Yeah, my guy.
What's your favorite? Hey, you keep Philly in the building, man. You keeping Philly in the building. Shout out to all my people out of Philly. Shout out to my people in Illinois that's from Philly. You know what I'm saying? Here from my family. What's your favorite Will Smith joint?
Switch.
Okay. Oh, he didn't even.
Bob second. That's my fucking jam. That's my jam.
I like Brandon Funk.
I like that.
That's a dope record.
I like to do it with.
That's a dope record.
Me doing Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? And just the two of us.
Summertime.
Will Smith. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brandon Funk has that James Brown music. But like, you know, sometimes a classic.
Sometimes a classic. But
now what I will say is, no pun intended when I say what I will say. But, he knows how to write a song. He knows how to write a song. You know,
I don't like
cheesy as it may be, it's that getting jiggy with it, corny, whatever. You know how to write a song, man. You know how to write a song that climbs the charts.
I know the whole jiggy with it dance. I fuck with Will Smith back there.
You got your hardest MCs, you got whatever, but when you talk about crafting a song, that's crafting a song and the purpose to make it a hit, and that's what was done.
Will Smith made hits.
You know, now on your gangster ruler, he don't measure up
at all.
But when you talk about writing a hit song, he knows how to do it.
He switched it up. He went from the rapper to the actor, though. You know what I mean? So,
but also that series, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, was produced by Quincy Jones, who also produced Thriller, who also knows how to produce and move and arrange and write around a talent like a Will Smith and a DJ Jazzy Jeff. I'm looking at these two cats from Philly, and they make music. Now let me put them in this acting arena, and bang.
That's real shit. Will put his boy on. Yeah, like, cause that's a solo mission right there. I don't gotta put Jiggy and Jesse Jeff on here.
We look at it for what it is and what it means to us. But when you look at it for what it is and what it means to somebody else looking for an opportunity, you want to be the dude who just wants to fight and get stabbed with a fucking fork.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And Will, a cat from Philly, West Philadelphia, born and raised, with nothing to lie about that. You know what I'm saying? So when you put that as an intro into that, and then Quincy Jones around you and the writing, and then the actors that you put around him, he couldn't do nothing but thrive and flourish. You know, and that's why he's become what he has become today. You know, he's got more hit movies than hit records.
You see that Bad Boys 3?
I have not seen that.
I ain't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Now, I ain't seen nobody say it was bad yet. But I ain't seen too many people talking about it. You know what I mean? Sure. I ain't really looking for it either, though.
I would expect it to be a step behind.
You know,
well, especially after, you know what I'm saying, my man Martin had his situation.
He not funny no more to me.
But it's a health situation with him too.
What's wrong with him? I don't know shit. I don't
You know about Mark?
Nah.
Martin was in the middle of the street.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going through some health situations. So, you know, it's not going to be.
Mental health shit. You know, okay,
Health is health.
I hear you.
Mental affect the physical.
I heard
you know that.
I heard
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, an injury could affect you mentally and affect you physically.
It's true.
You're a professional athlete.
It's true.
You know, I look at cats like, you know, Andre Iguodala, you know, where I saw a tweet one time, he was like, man, injuries are the worst. And you can imagine you performing at a high level and then being set back and you have to go through the rehab.
Yeah, this is my first fight since my last fight, and that was I think it was October or no, October something. And
That wasn't long ago.
yeah, sure, but I broke my leg. I guess I'm back pretty quick, but my fight until March. I'm all the way healed up. But I broke my leg in that fight, and it was the worst because you can't do what you want to do. Shoot,
because you're in a position where your mind tells your body what to do.
There you go.
But when your mind cannot make your body do it, that frustration is just like, I mean, because you've gotten yourself to a point where a lot of people can't get themselves. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, get up off the couch, turn the TV off, put the potato chips down.
Thank you, brother.
Go exercise. So when you get to that point where you can make your body, when you can mentally make yourself do something and then you physically can't perform it, it's such a frustration. But there's a process that has to take place and you have to be mentally ready for it. Like Kobe. Kobe, you know what I'm saying? And I look at D Rose too. D Rose, they brought him back too early. You know, in that year,
Still got paid.
That year, the Bulls had swept the Heat. And then the playoffs, they want to bring D Rose back after injury. Y'all beat him all year without him. So then y'all bring him back and then y'all lose him. And then he goes through all that and then he don't come back till probably, 2 years ago? In Minnesota with that flashback and now he's playing more consistent. You look at a Grant Hill who had a hard ankle injury and then he took that time off and took that time off and took that time off. And then when he came back, he was doing his thing. The body has to take that time. But the media, the fanfare, the entertainment has you getting back at it. I'm ready. Kobe, there's no way Kobe should have came back from the injuries he came back from to finish the way he did. But he said, when it's time to sit down, I do it. I go through the process. I do what I'm supposed to do. It sucks. Nobody else cares. But when you win, you win. When you lose it, they don't give a damn. But when you're going through that, that's your body. You can be that. You can be that dude. He said, "I'm not going to retire when my body says retire. I'm going to retire when I say retire." And he did.
Oh, I'm glad you just brought that up to me because I did. Sometimes I don't. You know what I mean? I know in November I hurt my ribs just off of just sparring hard. You know what I mean? Just. You got some cartilage in between your ribs, and sometimes it moves when you just do something crazy. I'm doing crazy shit, and shit fucked me up, but I still was training for like a month after that. You know what I mean? Just it's gone now. Pain gone, shit. But I think if I would have sat down, it would have healed a lot quicker. But I didn't. You know, it took like a whole month instead of probably a week type of thing. You know what I mean?
It's an aggravation, man.
Glad you told me Kobe said that. You know.
It's your body, and you gotta figure out what's best for your body. But like, say if you lifting and then you hitting it, and you got a nice weight, and you on 5, and you on 6, and then you feel something in your shoulder. Is it the man, the toxic masculinity in you is gonna say, "I gotta knock this 10 out," but the person in you that is saying, "Take care of the shoulder," says, "Let me rack it up. Let me rack it up. I don't mean, what good is it going to do for you to hit them extra 4?
You heard me.
You're gonna put your shoulder through it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to tell yourself when to stop. And your body has a very distinct way of telling you when things are occurring. like case in point. Your body's going to tell you. So you got to listen to it. But the toxic masculinity that is put into us is going to have us say that no pain, no gain. You know what I'm saying? But
that's toxic masculinity. I hear what you're saying.
It is though. It really is though. Because when you think about it, the way that we teach,
everything hurts. Everything
hurts.
Everything you fucking gain should hurt a little bit before you get it.
It should, but at what cost? We was on the podcast a couple of weeks ago with Tiffany Mathis, and you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to her, man. She's doing great things. We proud of her, man. But she spoke on wanting certain things that other people have, but at what cost? Michael Jordan, arguably, we could say that. I'm just gonna say for me, the greatest player to play the game that I've seen. He changed the game, the way he played the game. It hadn't been done before.
I say if anything, he's the first one to do it. You know what I mean? He's the first one to change the game.
Well, you know what? I call him the ruler. You know what I'm saying? He's what we measure everybody else by.
There you go, boom.
You know what I'm saying? The next Zion, he's the next Mike, he's the next LeBron, he's the next.
It's always gonna come back to bite.
23 wasn't popular until 23 or 23.
Yeah,
let's keep it that way.
True.
But you think about Mike and what he did and how he did it and at what cost. I mean, what's a cat like that feet gotta look like? But we know what his feet look like. We know what LeBron's feet look like.
Oh man!
But that's
it's true.
That is work, man.
Yeah,
that is work. You know what I'm saying? And your body is gonna go through a certain something.
You see Michael Jordan feet?
Yes. Have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Hey, there's a couple things that you need to Google in life. It's Mike J's feet and Forrest Whitaker's neck. Just saying. Hey, and that's funny. And y'all better know that. That's funny. Forrest Whitaker's neck and Mike J's feet.
I'm gonna check that out.
No, for real, but you gotta be like, man, he put that work in with them feet.
Put the work in.
That's all. Everything he did was on his feet. Every cut, every jab step, every jumper, every elevation was off them feet. So that took the brunt of all that. And you gotta think about, you know what I'm saying, your body's gonna be a different way, you know. But you're gonna, Ali said, you practice now and you train hard now, and then you live like a champion the rest of your life. But at what cost? He had, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't right because of the jabs to the head. But we revere him as the greatest of all time. And he earns that. But at what cost? So at what cost are you willing to, you know what I'm saying, pay to get what it is you think you really want?
Sometimes I saw this on that Aaron Hernandez, that little documentary.
That's wasn't right now.
Not even with him talking about anything, but another football player on there said,
was it the quarterback? The one that was supposed to be his
Nah, not him. Not the
quarterback.
buddy. Yeah, that's crazy. Like he ain't alive to dispute that though, man.
Wide receiver.
Like he ain't alive to dispute that, man, because
I mean, you know, it's
like
what game do you get from that?
I don't
some closure for yourself.
I'm
Close the closet and get back in it.
I'm just saying. But he said, yeah, you know what it's doing to you, but you trying to be a champion. That's what like fuck all the other shit. Fuck the shit. It's fuck what it's doing to you. I'm trying to be a champion. You know what I mean? And that touched my heart too. Like shit.
Certain statuses that people want to get to, and what they do to get there.
CTE or something like that. He said he had a ringing in his ear. He said fuck that shit because he wanted to be a champion. You know what I mean? So he continued to get pulverized.
Hey, I can tell you right now, I don't want my child to play football. Just because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But
that's one of the most dangerous sports.
If he wants to,
fighting is a dangerous.
I played high school football. I didn't play college football. It's a different level. Cats is trying to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, do I stop him if he's good? If he wants to play?
I got an injury right now because of high school football. Like, never heal, right? Like shit, just
for real.
motherfuckers just rocking you with helmets and shit. You know what I mean? Shit, yes.
But as a 5-year-old or a 4-year-old, what's the first sport we get introduced them to?
Football.
Soccer.
Oh yeah.
So they running around with no helmets.
That's true.
That's
Soccer is the first sport.
Yeah, soccer really is the first sport.
Yeah. You should be running around.
You know what I'm saying? To be, you know what I'm saying?
That's the first one you learn.
Yeah. When you're like 4, you could be damn near 3. But now you're running around with no helmet. You know, so it's all in what you know, you can't be scared. Things that happen. Kids ain't indestructible, but you know, they pretty sturdy.
The bones bend a little bit.
Yeah, it is sturdy. You know, they gotta learn.
So, you know what, man? Shoot, we this probably like one of our longest episodes for Real Talk, so I appreciate that. So we go ahead. We usually got 2 segments we do. We ain't gonna do one of them because I ain't been on it. It's called Present Porn Search. We ain't gonna do Present Porn Search tonight. Katie Baby. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got some shit for you, but I'm fucking Present Porn Search. We're gonna do it. Okay, I'm sorry. I know your baby born and shit, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna do Present Porn Search. It ain't nothing serious. What I've been searching lately because I've been on like a little
excursion.
No, fast. Really, I didn't want to.
You said fast?
Like I stopped doing it.
Hold on. I'm saying
I stopped watching porn.
Does that go together? You can fast from porn?
I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying.
I totally get what you're saying. I was just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You might can.
I mean, you
I abstained from watching porn. Mainly because
you totally can fast from porn.
I just didn't want to have, like, it just took away the want to have sex at the end of the day. Like, I go to bed, you know what I mean? I ain't busting that day, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And when I saw what I did, it desensitized, you know what I mean?
That's what it does, though. That's what it's designed to do.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's all the Illuminati.
You talk about a population full of males who are fully charged with testosterone. You got problems. You got go-getters. You got entrepreneurs. You got fathers doing fatherly things. And then you have a society of men who are desensitized and drained, and the testosterone levels are low. Or you got, what is it, eugenics?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Then you got a whole population full of busters.
They put the bullshit in the chicken nuggets, and they feed the chicken nuggets to the kids.
They put it in the Kool-Aid. But peep that though.
Those niggas like chicken nuggets.
But peep that though. But that's everywhere. And then you start shorties on that young. So then it's like, I get these cats desensitized to where it's like, I don't find titties exciting no more. You know what I'm saying? And then you have those other issues.
And like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I got to, like, just to, like, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm excited the girl may do her thing, whatever, you know what I mean? But just to get close to the spot I need to get to finish it off, I gotta think about my own flick right now. Like, so I said it's a problem right now that I like shit. I constantly
Point alert.
That's why I slowed down.
That's the desensitized.
That was like 20. I went like 27 days. I felt better now. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? I was now thirsty prayers again.
You said thirsty
prayers again. And I was
tsunami.
And I was
tsunami prayers.
You know what I'm saying? So now I limit myself about 2 or 3 times a week to watch some porn. You know what I mean? So what I've been watching lately, porn night, and it really tough. Like I haven't even been, you know, like no homo, doing my thing when I'm watching it lately because I've been watching women's masturbation. I don't know why. I don't like watching 2 females. I like watching a female play with herself. You know what I mean? Because it also teaches you how to like.
You know this is taught in sex ed now in middle school.
They teach you how to play with yourself. Spill the bean.
Hey, they teach you that you can't have a shorty in the bum hole. They have to.
Yeah, just
they have to. But peep game. what you're observing and what you're watching is easily attainable by somebody who's 12. So you have to teach them in this manner because this is what they have out there. So it's totally different from me and you, a VHS tape, where these kids got phones where they can say, pastrami, what popped up? It's that simple. So you got to teach them totally different. So that is taught. And it's comical to me and you, but it's like, man, I walked in a room and heard it. It's like, wow, wow.
I didn't know.
But it's totally
That's crazy.
Yeah, it made me cringe. Like, this is where we at right now, but this is where we at.
Let me finish.
You was on your diet.
Well, yeah. So, I'm on a poor diet. You know what I mean? That's hilarious right there. Yeah, I just been watching ladies just, they jagging off, they juicing off. You know what I mean? So, and what? Like jilling off. There you go. Juicing, jilling off. You know what I mean?
For real.
So my question is,
I read that before I came to the show.
My question is, like, I'm grown, you know what I mean? So I done experienced myself, I done practiced among men, okay? So I want to know, like, and the majority tell me don't put no fingers up in there, you know what I mean? But when I see I've been watching these masturbation videos, and they got fingers all up in it, you know what I mean? So, y'all just don't like it when other people put some fingers in it? Or do y'all just don't like it, fingers in it? But on the masturbation videos, they put fingers in it. So I'm just confused. Y'all leave something in the comments, let me know. Fingers or no fingers? I just want to know. Oh, man.
Or no.
And is it true?
Or no.
And is it true, can y'all come without being touched? Like, is
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, I want to know, is that a real thing?
How deep is your love?
And if this is a guy can do that, I don't think if a guy can come without getting touched, I think I'll be the one to do it often. You know what I mean?
What if I done got myself?
So Billy is, what you got coming up? You got anything coming up? We're going to end this. So what you got anything coming up?
I want to say, what's up to everybody, first of all.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for paying attention. Intentional Dangerfield Season 3. Shout out to, let me just run down a couple
Do your
guests.
thing, do your thing.
Lisa Badger, the Park District. Congratulations to her win. Owls Park, they're going to do something with a skate park, which is a big deal. Herman Senior Jr., Make It Work Springfield. He has a camp coming up. My man Art Wilson, he's a historian from Jacksonville, Underground Railroad. Thank you for coming through. Daniel Berkeley, he's a children's book author. He's a father, he's a firefighter, he's a war vet. He came through. Thank you. Shout out to him. Big up to my man Jordan Crawford, he's a returning guest, he's family. Ronnie Kuzak, Rec Services, Mr. and Mrs. Shanklin. Thank you. Big shout out to the Thanksgiving on Dre event. That was a big deal. Mr. Alan Woodson. Tiffany Mathis, that was an awesome podcast. Like I said, shout out to my crew. Next week we got Mr. Joseph from Joseph's Fine Cuisine. We got Bernardo Shanklin coming up. We got Cheese and Chuck. We just doing a lot of things, man. Like I said, with the podcast, we try to put our list together to where we put some interesting people on the show that can bring some enlightenment to the community. Like I said, Tiffany Mathis, the Boys and Girls Club, we need to get involved more there. We need to go there. What you doing, you're working out, they doing things on Saturday mornings. It's not just for the ladies. Go get your workout. It's like a Zumba class, a jazz Zumba kind of deal. But, get involved in the community. I wanted to come on the podcast because we do our thing, but you do your thing.
Yes, sir.
And it's like, this is a community. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Human Torch. Torch Tuesday, Candy. You know what it is, man. But you know where we come from and what it's about. And, there's a younger generation coming up under us, and they need to see what we do together, not just that we do.
Because we had shits to perform on.
Big up to Yachty. You know what I'm saying? Wet Bar. My man C-Dub.
There's legends of that.
I mean, it's where we at. We put in work.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? So let's not act like it. It's all separate So it just seems like individual work, where if you put it together, we in the same community.
Okay.
You know, because we are entertainers,
Podcast
we are
community
creators.
strong. We got to stay strong.
Hey, I want to see more podcasts.
Yeah, let's do more podcasts.
Let's get it together. I want to see you on the platform.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? For real. Hey, this pad right here,
There you go.
this Intentional Dangerfield pad, I only brought one. And the reason why I did is because when you run out, I want to see you get your own.
Taking my own shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then you send me one. Brand yourself. Everybody got to brand yourself.
Got to
Keep
brand.
it moving. You know what I'm saying? Chit chat wine, ladies, peace. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to what y'all doing.
Chit chat wine. I want to be on the show, man. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Shoot. I don't know what y'all be talking about. I'll catch some little clips y'all be doing. You know what I mean? And I promise y'all that I can't promise y'all nothing. Never mind.
Hey, you have a great show. I promise you, dog. They doing their thing. You know, you guys is doing y'all thing. It's what it is. It's our community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, we
gonna say
put things together, man.
We're gonna tell Uncanny, drop that little bright baby off my
Cuz, see, there you go again. There you go again.
There
There you go with the bass jokes. You know what I'm saying?
That baby gonna look like a bunch of bananas. That baby gonna look like a bag of oranges. Let's go.
Shout out, Lil Cuz. God bless you, baby. God bless you.
Missed 2 episodes. I'm 2 episodes up on you, and I won't ever miss an episode. So you never gonna catch up with me, okay? Because I gotta give him shit for missing the Christmas episode because he was on punishment, and his girl doing it again. Why? See, I know.
I ain't got to do with
She
that.
don't like him being on the podcast, and this way he get to speak his mind. She don't like to hear his mind being spoken, okay? So I know she said, nah, don't induce me until 10:47 on a Wednesday night. She tried last Wednesday, but she had something to do on Thursday, so she didn't do it.
Was it hiccup?
Yeah, so she said, we're going to do it this Wednesday. She just didn't want him on the show. He's going to be back next week, and with his baby. We're going to...
With his baby?
Yeah.
You're going to bring his little shirt.
We're going to show him.
Sure, they're going to debut next week.
Yeah, we're going on a Real Nigga Podcast. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
All right, man, sure. I got stuff coming up, but I'll talk about it next week, okay? So, thanks a million, man. I appreciate you stepping in, you know what I mean? Kenny done went AWOL, I don't know.
He take care of business, man. And he doing what he's supposed to do.
Antoine, he been high all week because his birthday, so I'm going to let him, because he was the new unofficial third person on the show, you know what I mean?
He's in the hospital.
He at home blowing his back, right? I know what he's doing. He dabbing out. No, he just
moves back out.
No, that too. He got a baby on the way. He got a real baby on the way because he's big, you know what I mean? So it's kind of planned that that's a real baby.
Foolish, man. Foolish, man.
So, all right, Presidential out, Ability's out, Real Ninja Podcast.
Real
Shout
Ninja
out to
Podcast.
We'll see you later. Damn.